How many of us really understand the difference between liabilities and assets? How many of us know how to turn a liability into an asset that will actually work for us and generate a healthy income? Well, in today's video, we are going to be looking into those two, and we're going to find different ways in which we can actually make these liabilities work for us. Because, we do not want the stress. We want the good things that come with the stress. I just made that up. Anyway, welcome to my channel. I hope you guys have a wonderful time. Please tune in, and I will try my best to make this as brief as possible so that we can get right into it, finish, and continue with our weekend. What are liabilities, what are assets, and what is the difference between the two? Short way to summarize this, because I know most of us, like me, were not focused in class back in high school when they were giving lessons on liabilities, assets, loans, credit cards, and the topic goes on and on and on, because to be honest, I was not interested. I was just a 14-year-old, and then when you want to tell me and bombard my brain with all of this information, come on guys, no. But now reality has caught up with me 10 years later, and I need to know this information. Liabilities, these are things that we owe, like OWE. We need to pay them off, and they do not generate any kind of income in our lives. And then assets, these are things that we own. We pay for them every single month. Yes, a certain amount of money goes towards them, but then they bring in some sort of value in our lives. Example, homes, a house. A house is the best asset that a person can ever have, because it's a need, it's a want. Over a certain amount of years or over a certain amount of period, it keeps increasing in value. It doesn't depreciate, it increases. So yes, that is the perfect example of an asset that we all want at the end of the day. So today's question is, how are we going to turn these liabilities, or how can we turn a liability into an asset? And I am going to give you guys the most basic ways on how to do this. I do not want to go into depth, because I feel like this conversation, it's a bit, it needs people who have certificates to hash it out for you guys. So now I'm gonna fetch it from the streets and give it to you guys as raw as it is. So how are we going to turn these assets into liabilities? The first way in which you can turn the first way you can turn a liability into an asset is from what we learned from our best favorite book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and that is getting a loan and buying a rental home. That loan, getting a loan and buying some sort of stock, and investing in some sort of stock with that loan. It is getting a loan and also building a business, so starting a business that you are definitely sure is going to be able to pay back that loan. I want to highlight, definitely sure that it is going to pay back that loan, because I feel like things like loans are not, you shouldn't take a loan if you're trying to gamble on a business. You need to be 100% sure that, okay, I know all the risks to this, I know all the upsides, I know all the downsides, and I am willing with my whole heart to go through whatever it is that I'm about to go through with this loan, because I know that at the end of the day, it will be able to pay itself back. And if your loan cannot pay itself back, make sure that you as a person have the financial means, aka a backup, to pay that loan back. Because the last thing we want is to ruin our credit score, or to ruin our credit score just because of a loan that you decided to gamble upon. So before taking a loan, just make sure that you understand how you're going to pay it back. And if you can understand how you're going to pay it back, then kudos, continue with that loan. So that's the first way in which you can actually turn your a liability, which is a loan, into an asset. One thing that I actually want to talk about, and not that I don't recommend it, but I feel like we should try and overlook it somehow, or find a way, or find a loophole to get through it. It's this thing where we get loans to build our family homes. It's a beautiful thing to do, don't get me wrong. It's amazing once you have succeeded in life, or once you feel like you're at a good place financially, to build your parents a home. However, it becomes a disadvantage if at the end of the day, these same parents that you are building a home for are the same parents who are going to depend on you every single month end, to buy groceries, pay their bills, make sure that their TV is on, make sure that the lights are on, make sure that there's hot water running, and that everything is looking at you at the end of the day. So it becomes a bit too much on you as a person as well, because at the end of the day, you need to start your own family. Yes, your parents have raised you, but now you also have to start your own family. Now, how do you go about starting your own family if you're still looking at this loan which you are paying off, in which you have bought your parents a home, but now it is not bringing in any income, and every month and again you still need to send money back home? So guys, I don't know, like, we need to find a loophole into that. So my best advice and the best loophole that I can give to you guys, free of charge, instead of starting rental homes or building rental homes so you can provide for your family, if you don't want to build, consider getting a flat. Consider getting a flat on auction, just renovate it a bit, and use that money or that income that you get from the flat to give to your parents every single month. So for example, let's say that flat generates 4.5 to you, or 5k every single month, then you know that young 5k goes to your family. I think that's more than enough for them to start up and see what it is that they do. And if it happens that somehow during the month they do have shortfalls here and there, then it won't be as much, or it won't be that bad for you to like add on and give them something extra. It's not like you're starting from the bottom now. No, you're starting from a place that at least there's a certain amount of money that is coming in every single month. So take that loan, put in tenants in there, and use that money that you get from a month-to-month basis to send it home. And in the meantime, while you are paying for the rent, while you're paying for the flats out of your own pocket, unless you can find a way to actually have the flat pay for your family and pay for the loan at the same time, then yeah, you would have hit a jackpot over there. So yes, I really feel like we need to look into starting a business that will finance our families. And especially if you have a family back at home that is looking towards you, looking to you, or looking at you every single month to actually give them something and provide for them. Let's wait a bit on building those big fancy houses. It's a bit too early. Then maybe later on in life, once your pockets are like now sustainable, you can look into extending your parents' home. Yes, those are one of the things that you can actually do with a loan. And then the second thing, or the second liability in which we can use to our advantage, is a credit card. Guys, I know credit cards are like a lot of people's biggest enemies. It's not my enemy. I don't hate credit cards because I see the upside of credit cards, but I must say a lot of people have so much bad experience with credit cards, the same way they have so much bad experience with loans, that they do not want to take credit cards anymore. And problem with these things, why we end up with bad experiences with them, is that if you default on your payment, your credit score down, and chances of you being blacklisted are high. And the last thing that you want in this economy that we are living in is to be blacklisted. Or when a blacklist, hey, pray for the spirit of blacklist not to reach you, please, because you will suffer. You will really, really suffer. That is not the best place to be financially. You'll find yourself drowning in a lot of anxiety and depression pulls, trying to get your mental state back into health. And it's not a hole that I'm trying to jump into. So make sure when you get these loans and you get these credit cards, you're mentally ready and you actually know what it is that you are going to do with it. It's not money for you to build your lifestyle. It's not money for you to be used to wear the latest brands. No, this is money that the bank actually borrows and trusts you that you will pay back. And now as a smart person, you need to figure out exactly how am I going to use this money to pay back the bank on its own without actually disturbing my pockets, or with only popping out a certain percentage from my pockets. And so back on credit cards, what you can look into doing with a credit card is to start a small business, like fund a small business. And by small business, I literally mean a small business. For example, you can sell buying and selling on, you can open a platform on Takealot. You can sign up to sell on Takealot. You can sign up to sell on Amazon. You can open an e-shop on Facebook, Instagram, and what else does these e-shops? I forgot, hey? I really forgot. I haven't been in the game for a minute now. And you can also use your social media platforms like your TikTok and go live once in a while and promote your video. Guys, like, if there's one thing about small businesses, there's like a whole large crowd of people out there who are always willing to support your small business. And why I'm asking us to look into using these platforms to promote our businesses is because our biggest supporters are not in our WhatsApp groups. They are not on our phone, on our WhatsApp. Our biggest supporters are not on our WhatsApp. Yes, there might be a few people here and there on your WhatsApp who do support you, but people who will support your business, people who will buy from your business and not just repost what it is that you are selling, are people who are out there. So take yourself out there, sell yourself like you're crazy, because at the end of the day, you need to repay that credit card. Like, please take this and please hear me properly. Sell yourself like you are crazy, because at the end of the day, you need to repay that credit card. And if you do not sell yourself like you're crazy, then that means the credit card is gonna have to pay itself. So that's just it for today. Like, I don't have much to say today. I don't have a lot to say to you guys today. I just want us to understand the difference between liabilities, assets, how we can use loans and credit cards to actually build our money and build some sort of income, and that's all. So the rest is up to you guys, and that is why I'm going to leave you with this final point of please educate yourself. There's so much that the world is willing to offer us on a silver platter. It's just that we as people don't want to do the research. We want people to do the research for us, and we expect that all of these ideas are going to fall into our palms. And that is not enough, unfortunately. Guys, try educate yourself. There's so much to learn when it comes to financial education. Financial literacy is a broad conversation. You cannot finish it in one day. I cannot finish it in one video, and I can never finish it in one video. But it is something that you as a person need to start looking into, especially if you have no idea what it is or any idea how to get into it. But it is a topic that we need to look into doing. We need to look into educating ourselves into, because the world that we live in is a financial world. Unfortunately, one day somehow you will need to face the truth. We live in a financial world, so we live in a world where we also have to educate ourselves financially. So guys, yes, don't be scared to get that loan, don't be scared to get that credit card. But the only thing that I'm asking of you guys is to please know exactly what it is that you are going to do with the loan or with the credit card before you actually get it. That's the most important thing. At least you have to know what exactly it is that you're gonna do with that amount of money and how you're gonna pay it back. I'm just giving you advice on opening business and starting something that will generate a revenue with that amount of money, because it's gonna be a bit lighter on your on your paycheck for you to pay back that amount of loan if you actually have something on the side that is generating money and helping you generate money to pay for that loan. And you can even take another loan afterwards, and build something else with it. But that's literally all up to you. So yes, thank you so much, guys. I talk a lot, hey? But thank you so much, guys. I really hope I do pick a cell or two inside your brain, and I really hope that with this you can go home today and look at what it is that you need to do as a person. Look at what it is that you want to start as a person, how you can go about starting it. Let's start using these liabilities to actually work in our favor. And before we can live a flashy lifestyle, let's just start by finding ways in which we can manage the lifestyle that we have now. Then once you are comfortable with managing the life that you have now, we can best believe move on to the flashy lifestyle. We won't even judge you. Be a real housewife of Johannesburg, be a real housewife of Durban. We won't care, guys, because I get whether you got your money in check, you got your pockets in check. So that is all. I'm just trying to help you guys get everything in check and take the right decision. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me in this video today. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I hope I was as brief as possible, like I said I would be in the beginning. And have a lovely weekend. Stay safe, guys. It's month end, and you know what happens come month end. Anyway, I love you guys so much, and thank you so much for the support that I'm receiving. See you guys in the next video next week. Bye, guys.